G'day guys, it's Swala here. So I figured that I would just want to just do a small behind the scenes of making the poster, just in case anyone's interested, and for myself in the future, I guess as well. So obviously I do this post, people comment back. I basically go to their profiles, I copy the name, and I go to download the image, change the image name, drop it in. Of course, that one's already in there, so that's fine. And I just do that methodically over and over and over again. It's the only way to do it. Back in the main file, I basically save people's images straight to the open white area. And once I've compiled enough, I will throw them into the 2023 originals file. And inside here is the one I screenshot for everyone. So when you see me, I've got like 600 people up. I'm basically taking screenshots of this and just compiling it into one gigantic image. And of course, this is my progress thing. So as you can see, it went from 40 up to 232, 329, all the way up to 919. So that is some of that sort of stuff. The active clashes is whenever I hit two things and they like their usernames both match the same, and I have to judge up which one is the most common or most accepted version. So I tend to I sometimes ask the question as to whether or not someone wants their photo updated. In the old file, this is Bitcoiners 2022. I've got quite a few things in here. So I've got the 2020 originals. So this is there was 1,066 total people, and as you can see, they've all got their names. So I always know when there's going to be a clash, because if someone's using the same name, it'll smack into the other one. The 2021 one, I saved it so fast that I didn't bother with the times and the names, so most of the people's names are lost. 2022 originals, that was last year. This was the 58k gang one, and this one's got exactly 1,000 people inside it. Let's see, the 2021 poster that had 978 people inside it. The banners, what's this banners? That was just basically me picking up some things to put in the background, just testing theories. And of course, this is the poster files. So this is the finalized ones. As you can see, these are all different scales. So this one's the small laser array, and this one's the big laser array. And I think there might even be bigger ones than that as well. This one's small. This one's like 1470, they're the smallest ones. 2940, they're bigger. See this one? Huge. 14700. So these are the ones which are about 3.5 meters in width. They're bloody gigantic. The progress, that was the progress. So this was how I was basically building it. So I go out there and I get my image and I basically put it in behind. There you go. But that was one test. That I don't think that one became the final. Which one became the final? I'm not too sure. I think it might have been this one here. That was the final one that got installed, I believe. So these ones here, basically what's going in behind all the people's faces. And of course, as you can see by most of these things here, most of these things had these yellow cubes. So everyone's faces end up on these cubes, and basically I've got a grid set up actually in the file, and it snaps to it as well. So it doesn't. So it's not like I'm having to go through and very, very deliberately place it on top of these orange tiles. They all snap. So if I sometimes get an image which is not exactly square, it'll snap high or snap low, and it won't center up, which can be a bit of a pain in the butt. But everything snaps, so I just go in there and I just fit it in like I'm laying bricks. This reduce file, this is basically most of the images, but what I tend to do is I get all of the photos, I make sure there's no clashes, and then I put it through a converter image file. I will probably post a shot on top of this of what the actual program is that I do. But what I will do is I will go through and I'll count the amount of lines I need per line. In this particular case, all the top lines are all 48 people long, and as you can see, as I start to place the center hole in, I start to deduct the amount of people I want to have in. So I've deducted 4 people, I've deducted 6 people, and I think I've deducted 10 people here, and deducted like 14 people here. So most of these rows are organized, and that way it just makes it easy for me to just simply open it, go and spread them all out, and then close that file and do it all again. It's meticulous, it's agonizing, but it gets it done. And I'm sure that someone's probably got some program will just do it the whole thing, but I don't want to handball this sort of crap over to AI. I just, it's for the love of it all. And if anyone wanted to ever take over it after I get sick of it, by all means, I'll quite happily pass on the baton when I'm absolutely sick of it. All right, that's enough for today. So just back to this, sorry. So this program which I use to convert the images to the same format and the same size is called XN Convert. It's a free open. I don't know if it's open source, but it's certainly free download on the web, and it's really helpful when it comes to not having to go out and resize 1,000 photos. So you can just basically hit add files. You go to the file location, grab the image. You go to the actions. I just do the width 240 by 240 in pixels. I make sure I keep the ratio, and I make sure that I hit my output and I send it to a particular file that I'm happy to send it to. I throw a file name and I'll put 240 on the tail, and I just hit convert, and it just munches through it all. So that's XN Convert, nice and easy. Most of the time, running through 1,000 images will probably take about a minute or two. So it's pretty quick and easy.